Hey, hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Hope you guys are doing great today. In today's video, I'm going to try to show off a Nazeebo build that I've been playing. I've actually been doing a ton of Nazeebo over the past 2 weeks. Just in case you missed the memo, I have a few things to talk about before we get started. Yes, there hasn't been a lot of Heroes on the channel recently. There's been a ton going on in my personal life. Here's the quick TLDR. We had to get our taxes done. That's pretty normal. There was a fire in our house. That's pretty abnormal. And the cleanup of that took way longer than I ever expected, but everything's fine. The pets are fine. The house is fine. Everything's being replaced. Everything's being taken care of. Everything's okay. My mom spent some time in the hospital, which was freaking me the fuck out, but she's okay. And unfortunately, Andre, my baby boy, my Yorkie that I grew up with, did pass away. There's just been so much shit going on. And I appreciate you guys' patience. I do have a really fun build to try out today, and I hope you like it. I hope you like it. One more thing I want to talk about before we get into the game. We do have a charity stream coming up on March 29th. Life Appreciation Day is a thing that we celebrate here every single year. We're going to try to raise some money for a good cause. We're going to be doing it all day charity live stream on twitch.tv/MFPallytime. I do not have a starting time for that yet. It'll probably be whenever I wake up and whenever I go to sleep, and my sleep schedule has been pretty delinquent lately. It's been pretty bad. This will be the 11-year anniversary of my brain surgery, a day where I genuinely thought I was not going to wake up to see the next sunrise. And I try to just remember, things get better. I try to spend the day eating good food, spending time with people that I care about, and of course, trying to do some good out there in the world. So if you want to come by for the charity stream, I'd really appreciate it. Without further ado, let us begin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this game should be enough of a clusterfuck that I can talk about everything I wanted to talk about. Nazeebo, Tracer, Artanis, Alarak, and Nova are the home team. Diva, Illidan, Zeratul, Azmodan, and Lunara for the enemy team. We're going to go Widowmakers at level 1. Spider build in general has very, very low representation for Nazeebo players. I was talking to Tim a little bit about it, and I agree with him that Spider build is really fun because you get your own scaling completely independent of your stacks, your voodoo ritual stacks, which is usually the most important thing in Nazeebo. Don't get me wrong, we still want stacks. I'll spend most of my time on this map getting stacks, hopefully. But they're not as important as they may be with other setups. One thing that is pretty important for us is that we try to build up our spider stacks relatively quickly. Relatively quickly. We are going to need to hit heroes with these things in order to really get momentum with our damage early on, and that's what we're going to try to do. If you have never played Nazeebo before, let me tell you something. He's pretty fun. He is a specialist that focuses on kind of zone control, damage over time, doing fun things like that. But then as a reward, he gets a lot more HP with usual builds, with normal builds, than what most other casters are able to boast. If you're trying to outlane me, the best thing you can do is dodge my spiders. So a character like Lunara can be extremely challenging to fucking play against because, number one, she has an abnormal movement speed, her hitbox is incredibly small, and she's able to just skip around and try to avoid us like around every corner. She's very good at it. So, let's leave that lane. I kept dubbing this build the, hey, who gives a fuck, Nazeebo playstyle. Hey, I don't have stacks, who gives a fuck? I'm just gonna stand here with this guy and auto attack stuff. Hey, who gives a fuck? Illidan wants to try to go in? Yeah, that'll be funny. You can try it, my dude, it's not gonna work. Illidan also, very slender hitbox, gonna make landing these a little bit hard. We did practice this build a little bit on the good old live stream, and it was fine. We did try to increase our cast range. Nice pickup from Nova there, comboing with the spiders very well. We did try to pick up a cast range increase, but I thought that the damage just wasn't there. This build trades so crazy good in 1v1 if you can land your stuff. And versus this team, that's going to be pretty difficult to do just with the sheer size of their hitboxes alone. We do see Asmodean retreating here, D.Va in the bottom lane. I'm going to make my way down to bottom and just soak that. D.Va should be pretty easy stacks for us. Ideally, you want the spider quest done by level 7. We're not going to make that, just because we had some really weird lane compositions. And, well, I fucking missed every spider, too. That certainly doesn't help. We do have a sippy cup to get ready for this objective down in the bottom lane. I'm going to tap it now. Most of these enemies do have poison on them, or they did anyway. In order to get a stack for your trait, all you need to do when a minion dies, it needs to have your poison on it. Doesn't matter how it's applied, doesn't matter if it's auto attacks or spells or anything. None of that fucking matters. All that matters is that you get it done. We do land some spiders there on D.Va as she is retreating away. She is not only healing us, not only taking damage, but also giving us more damage for the rest of the game as well. We see Asmodean moving into position. Those spiders do land. D.Va gonna blow up soon. Not too much I can actually do about that, but we can walk away for the time being. When she gets back into the mech, that should be easy stacks. Indeed it is. She could probably charge again, so I want to try to stop her from doing that, or at least charging at me. Asmodean is taking a decent amount of damage at the left side of the screen. Spiders do land once again on D.Va, healing us, dealing damage to her, and increasing our damage. Now, like I said, you kind of want this quest done at level 7. We didn't quite make that happen. We didn't quite optimize ourself in the early game well enough to make that happen. But once you hit level 7, more corpse spiders against a single enemy. So if we land this on Asmodean and put this wall back behind him for when he retreats and he's not going to be able to, he's going to take increased damage from every single one of these spiders, but unfortunately still be able to get the fuck away. We do see Zeratul engaging, but that was a big mistake. If he's not careful, he's going to be taken down. One thing I've noticed, here it is. My wall being up had nothing to do with that, I think. Fuck! Fuck! I just healed from leveling. Am I okay? I think I'm okay. Imagine taking advice from a Nova. Ooh. Ooh. I haven't actually been thinking about playing some more Nova because Abathur is so goddamn prevalent in quick match. I really wanted a way to deal with those easier. She did do a good job of standing still until Asmodean walked forward and forgot she was there. So that is something. We're at 34 trait stacks right now, which is very low for a Nazeebo, but this is also not a map you would really, I mean, want to play a traditional Nazeebo on, I would imagine, just because the lanes are so goddamn far apart that being able to double soak lanes to really get that stack high feels like it would be impossible. If I wanted to get my stacks up enough to get my trait fucking done at level 20, I would literally not be participating in the majority of the game. Looks like Zeratul did pick up a bomb in the middle lane. If he moves forward with it, we should be able to kill him if he wants to move in here. So I'm going to save spiders for that, although it does look like they're retreating a little bit, maybe going back off to their side. We are going to pick up the Ravenous Spirit. I absolutely love this ability. It has a special place in my art. It always has, for some reason. I've always really liked Ravenous Spirit and Nazeebo in general. I mean, Nazeebo's my goddamn sub alerts on Twitch. That's how you know we really like the guy. Unfortunately, we did miss the spiders. No, never mind. D.Va rolling through, managed to absorb what I was aiming for Lunara. Try to get the zombie wall down. I don't expect it to work, but that's okay. Oh, that worked though. Spider quest is done. We just got a huge power spike. Now, if we can continue to land corpse spiders, we get healing, we get increased single target damage, and they just hit really fucking hard. We can throw them out all the time. They also apply our trait to enemies, so we can use them to get bigger throughout the course of the game. Everyone left up here. I'm a little worried about that. A little fucking worried. Looks like they're getting a mercenary camp. We're gonna back up. I don't want to be flanked here. Lunara located in the middle. I really wanted to rotate on that, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Most of the friendly team down in the bottom lane leaves me alone up here, something I'm not really excited about. We do see D.Va moving through. Unfortunately, we missed the spiders against her, and that's fine. She is going to have the self-destruct ready to go for this objective, so I don't really think we're going to be able to get it. But hey, those spiders landed are going to force her a little bit closer to getting out of this mech. We're gonna heal, we're fine. She's walking into toads, we kill her. told you we kill her. And then the spiders heal me? No, didn't hit her. Triple tap is going to finish off the diva as she's running away. Nice job. We redeem ourselves with Nova. This still needs to die. We do have the nuke from the top lane. Nova was able to secure that. Down in the bottom lane, we do see our Alarak about to die. Loaded up with the nuke, walking towards the enemy team. Our friendly team does hit 13 before them. We're going to take Ice Block here. It's going to allow us to avoid a lot of just nasty shit we don't really want to deal with. Some things I want to point out. Illidan did go the hunt. If he decides to initiate on me, pretty much dead. Not too much I can do about it, unfortunately. And he's one of those characters that is super mobile and has a very slender hitbox. So the odds of us actually hitting him with a spider very, very low. This build works so good in like normal team comps, tank, bruiser, healer. It fucking chunks, dude. I was actually so surprised how well this build does. For instance, we just go ahead and catch him in a zombie wall. That's most of his goddamn HP down. Here we go, right there. Unfortunately, he got a little too far away. Almost finished off Asmodean. Wasn't quite able to get back for our Nova, but hey, that's exactly what a Might of the Nazeebo Zeratul does. He bursts someone down before you can even fucking notice anything's happening. Let me try to rotate down to my team in the middle here. Looks like bottom's going through some shit too. I just want to go somewhere to be helpful. The hunt being used in the bottom lane means that Tracer's in a bit of a predicament there. Illidan is going to run towards me, and we land the spiders, so he's dead. Now, those spiders are certainly not perfect, and there are some really fucking frustrating interactions with spiders. For instance, if a Hanzo jumps over a wall, if someone gap closes really far, or, you know, uses their mobility to get really far away, the spiders still have to scurry on their 8 legs, which can be a little annoying. We're going to try to just stasis the majority of the damage he would have dealt to us with our ice block, let our team surround us a little bit. I do think that was the right call. The enemy team definitely knows where we are, but we have the Ravenous Spirit ready to attack if this shit starts to go bad. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way Zeratul's going to commit to this. That would be such a bad play. 84 stacks right now. Remember, that's not really our focus. Zeratul is right around our team here, but that's okay. He's going to get by. I'm going to keep trying to push this in. If no one's paying any attention to me, it looks like our team and the enemy team starting to rotate down to middle to do literally nothing. There's really nothing going on. So we're going to continue to try to shove this in. Of course, with Zeratul on the map, that's pretty scary. Especially when we use our zombie wall for nothing. But this push should be able to get that for free. Now this is where we're going to run into some problems. Ice block that. Zombie wall this. I tried to get one more application of spiders out. If I did, I think that would have killed him, to be totally honest. Well, the good news is the enemy team rotated up to me, which leaves bottom and middle open to take nukes. That's one nice thing about being a fucking distraction when you're trying to do the right thing. At least that's moving in the right direction now. We are going to see Arteta swap himself into the enemy team's base. He's going to go for the nuke on middle. That's all right. That's okay. Now, a lot of builds will actually go for Spider Colony here. Corpse Spiders, attacks against heroes, reduce cooldowns of Zombie Wall, and Plague of Toads. I actually don't give a shit about any of those abilities. You know what I give a fuck about? Soul Harvest. Activate to increase our health. This makes up for the fact that we're not getting a ton of stacks. And gain 7% spell power for each nearby enemy up to a maximum of 35%. Lasts just 15 seconds. But you know what we can do? We can walk right up to a minion wave, use those as enemies, or hey, fucking use his thing here as enemies, and now we have 4,500 health. We have 35% increased spell damage, which just means that our spiders are going to be hitting even fucking harder with the, what do they get for this? 30% increased damage? I can't read it right now. I'm a little busy. Let's go ahead and try to land this. We will go ahead and pop the Pop the Soul Harvest as well to get that spell power increase and absolutely annihilate that Illidan. That's what it's all about. It's about completely bursting someone down before they even have a chance to realize what the fuck is this Nazeebo doing. Not very many Nazeebos adopt this playstyle. Spoiler alert. It's a little hard to land spiders. It takes a lot of practice. I've given it 2 weeks of playtime, not actually like in-game time, you know what I mean? I played it over the course of 2 weeks, and I still struggled quite a lot to land this skill shot versus enemy heroes. This is one of those characters, this is one of those builds that if you really dedicate time to this, you're gonna fucking shine, dude. No one's gonna be able to come close to you because no one puts in the effort to really fucking land these spiders. Now, obviously, I'm speaking a little more in absolutes than anything else, but I have been playing this game a long time, and I have seen a lot of Nazeebos in my day. Let me put that out there. The enemy team pushing top. They are going to kill off our Artanis. They look pretty dedicated to that push as well. So what we're gonna do is try to shove this in, get our spell power increase. That's unfortunate. Someone's mad. 3, 2, 1. There's the spiders. Now we hit the toads. Now we hit the toads. Now we auto attack. Run, run, run! When was the last time you traded with a fucking Illidan who hunted in on you when you were at 50 goddamn % HP? Wait, am I dead? How do I keep getting away with no health? That's fucking amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Okay. Our spiders do heal when they attack enemy heroes. I wish it was kind of all the time. I wish you could kind of just throw it in on our minion wave and then soak up the healing. But unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in, and that's okay. We could throw some spiders out over there just to get that lane pushing. I'll channel this one while Tracer's moving over to the other side. We don't have our Nova right now, and both teams are pretty goddamn close to level 20, but it looks like Tracer completely running this guy off. Nice! We will move up and try to cover for her. Zombie wall here to intercept anything that's coming her way. Asmodan's going to be rotating around this way, so let's try to stop that. Lunara moving up. There's the spiders. They land. She does have spell shield. Fucking Lunara, dude. We're also going to pick up... Honestly, I'm leaning towards Annihilating Spirit, although I do really like Fury of the Storm. Mainly because I'm old-fashioned and I like old abilities. Really good zombie wall there. Let's set up for the Spirit. AoE on everything. D.Va out of the mech. Lunara taking a ton of damage. Let's go ahead and stop and try to land spiders onto the enemy team's Illidan. Wasn't quite lucky enough to do it, but I think he is going to be taken down. The triple tap actually sealing his fate there. Triple tap out once again as Nova is level 20. Careful, 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 careful. Let's just leave. Let's just leave. We have a nuke. That's pretty good. Spiders on the minion wave. We want to get this pushing. We want stacks. This game does have adaptive spell power, so I imagine if you hit Soul Harvest and get a spell power increase, that it would increase the spell power of your toads that are already out. Unlike most things that I say like that, I have not tested that one. But I assume that's how it works, because there was this big update like 3 fucking years ago about adaptive spell power and all the stuff you can do with it. So I imagine that moving in here, yeah, so the damage on the spiders went from 108 to 130 something, which is not bad. We still have the nuke from earlier. We have 131 stacks, and half of our team currently dead, so we're just going to play defensive here a little bit. Illidan and Zeratul can delete us before we even know that we're being fucking deleted. So let's treat him with a little respect. Poison on that as it dies. Oh, this wall's down. How did that happen? Who did that? If they're still poking in here, we can stop them, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. If Zeratul comes back in on Tracer, we're ready. It looks like he decided not to. Running completely fucking scared. What I really like about Fury of the Storm is how easily you already fucking started to finish it. How easily you can get stacks in the hyper late game where having more health is probably more important, right? So if we see this lane here, we could throw 1 spider, auto attack once, and that's 3 stacks. And imagine if we actually used our Soul Harvest thing and had increased spell power. Although I don't think spell power... I don't think I don't think spell power scales Fury of the Storm, but if it did, that'd be pretty neat. That might be a cool interaction. Looks like they managed to catch an Azmodan over here. Illidan jumping in as well, and not doing well. Not doing well at all. We can put the zombie wall up here and tank this a little bit for the home team. We can also put our nuke in as well if that's what they want to do, and it looks like they do. So that wall's going to be completely fucking chunked. We are losing top right now, which is worth recalling for, even though that there is a objective coming up down here. Defending our buildings that we have is pretty important. And again, Fury of the Storm gonna shine here. Auto attack. Put out the zombie wall. They start hitting that instead of the building, and we just bought a shit ton of time for that building. Imagine if we had an Abathur and it started healing. Wouldn't that be fucking amazing? 2 members of the enemy team are dead right now. Is Artanis looking at what I think he is? Is he going to boss? It is important to mention that you have to have the poison on enemies when they die. So I can't just walk in and auto attack. I do need to hit them with a little something something in order to get the buff. Sticks, please. Or you can take them. That's fine. We're at 162. 166. Nova and Artanis made to finish off top. I'm going to push out one more wave here, and this should be a pretty healthy lane to keep moving. Perfect. Zeratul is fighting our Artanis up in the top lane. Azmodan dunking in on top of that as well. It looks like they do pick up a kill onto Zeratul. And I'm just kind of clearing as I'm making my way up. We're in vision right now, so if Illidan hunts us, we'd be in a little bit of trouble, but it doesn't look like that's happening. This would be a great boss time right here. I hit him, he's dead. D.Va coming up from the right side. We want to try to stop that unless she backed. Artanis does have the nuke. All right, my dude, let's do it. I'm in. Let's get some spell power off of it. Even using it against one enemy is still a 7% spell power increase and a health increase, so that's worth doing. D.Va's the only one alive. She does have that nuke that can zone us out of here. I really want to be like, hey, D.Va, zombie wall. Nova. We did use our ult there, so we're not going to have it, but it was to help finish the execute. This is a huge push for our team. The enemy is going to be coming back pretty soon, but hopefully we'll be able to hold the line. Zeratul sighted here. He likely already teleported away, and indeed he did. Here's one nuke going out. Let's throw some zombie walls at this problem. We do have Alarak on the other side of the map. We should be cognizant of that. I missed my spiders, so I'm very vulnerable for the next 4 seconds. And it doesn't look like he's really committing. So let's just back up. That's okay. Still a really good pickup. Really good pickup for our team. We're at 191 stacks right now, but again, that was never really our focus. So, like, who gives a fuck? That's not what we're here for, dude. I'm just filling in the gaps for my team. That's what I like about this. If your team needs a really good damage dealer, we can fucking do that all day, dude. My damage is so low because I've been doing all this stuff around the map that I don't normally do with this build. And of course, you know, these all assassins shit shows can take any kind of direction. You never really know. The hunt being used. We missed spiders, landed that amazing zombie wall on the side though. We're gonna try to give ourselves a little more health as we're kiting away. Those spiders are out on D.Va and we were healing. Let's go ahead and continue to walk up. We should be okay. We do have our ice block if we need it, but I think we're fine. Now let's see if our team's gonna go top. Or if our team's gonna go somewhere else. Let's get some of this temporary HP. Looks like we're pushing bottom. All right, I'm on the way. I got this thing. That's 5 members of the enemy team dead. It kind of looks like we're just taking buildings at the moment. I need to be out of vision immediately. when Illidan reses. I'm pretty scared of Zeratul as well, obviously. I'm gonna nuke this. And then I'm out. I think we could have gone, I don't know, maybe with only 3 alive. I don't think we could. I don't think we could. Okay, back to base. Top has some pretty juicy stacks. We have 5,000 HP right now. We have tank levels HP right now, which makes us really nice for these long drawn out games that never come to an end. Like, we're kind of like Azmodan. We just keep getting stronger. Except with the Azmodan, he has a cap now. He doesn't keep getting stronger. Nazeebo, always becoming more tanky. Always. Never ending. The relentless pursuit of witch doctory never ends. 222 stacks right now. That's pretty good. There's a fight in the middle. We are making our way over to that. What was our 20? Fury. Okay. Illidan taking a buttload of damage here. We're just going to hit him with the ultimate ability right off the back. Wait for Lunar to jump into it too. Now hitting Azmodan Zeratul on top of us. We hit him with Spider. Oh, good teleport. I'm actually fucking amazed he pulled off that teleport. I ice blocked, threw a vase of spiders down trying to just heal while he was hitting me, and he just had to fuck off. Notice that Zeratul didn't burst us down because our HP is so goddamn hot. You know what I could have done better while he was hitting me? Soul Harvest for even more HP and more spell power. I will note that this is probably my weakest part of the build. I forget to use this all the time. That's something I'm still working on. But yeah, this build is pretty fucking fun. I want to show it in a situation where we have a tank and a healer and stuff because it really shines so well. But even in matches like this, you can fill the role that's needed. You can soak XP. You can get fucking a shit ton of siege damage, but still trade extremely well into heroes that would kill you in most other situations, like the Illidan who jumped on us, and we fucking 1v1 from 50% HP and felt really fucking good. So that's the build. I've been practicing it for a couple weeks. It takes a lot of work to pull off well, but if you're interested, it's really, really rewarding once things get underway. Thank you guys for your patience with the upload schedule. Hopefully by this Friday, everything is back to normal. Everything's good. And please, please, please don't forget, March 29th, all-day charity live stream on Twitch. Would love to have you guys there. We went for Widowmakers, Hexed Crawlers, Spirit of Arakir, Ravenous Spirit, Ice Block, Soul Harvest, and Fury of the Storm. And again, this build is so cool because you get really big power spikes that are completely independent of playing the trait game, which we also played pretty good. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye.